Welcome, my name is Andreas Stumm and today I want to show you how to assign render engines to the layers in the material layer interface. When you open the material layer interface the first time in the scene, it will look what render engine is assigned to the render setup dialog. Per default it's usually the scanline renderer, as you can see here, and here are the options of it. And it will take this render engine and make that one to the first render engine in the material layer interface. So if you create now a first layer, material layer 1, this render engine will be assigned to this first layer. So if you want to change that layer, I will show you that layer. Right now I will show you when you create another layer, layer 2, also this scanline layer is assigned. And now I will show you the difference when I change the layers. I go back to layer number 1. And I have to go to the create engine settings part here, and there you find a rollout where you will find all render engines which are installed on your Mac's version. So right here you will see we have a V-Ray renderer, and right now I want to assign this renderer to the material layer 1, but only in the layer 1. So I choose that one. I have to give it a name to recognize later the different render engines, because I could have more than only one V-Ray render engine. So I will call it lower anti-aliasing and push the create button on the left side of the rollout, and you will see a new render engine instance is created. It's assigned to the render setup. Here we have V-Ray right now. Down here you will see we have it, yeah, and it's assigned to the layer 2, to the selected layer right now. If I would have had 2 layers selected, 2 layers would have got the engine as the assigned engine. And when I change now to the material layer 2, you will see we have scanline as render engine, and back to 1 there is V-Ray again. If you now create a third layer, and we have the V-Ray advanced engine assigned, the new layer will get it assigned too. So if I change to the 2, scanline 3, V-Ray again. When you now want to assign a different engine or the same engine with different settings to this layer, you can go 2 ways. You can create a new engine right here, like we did before, or you go to the copy, delete, and rename area and choose the engine you want to copy. In this case it's the V-Ray engine, and we say copy. In that moment you see it up here, assigned to the layer. We have the new engine assigned, and it's got the addition in the name copy. To change that name, go on the bottom back and go to the rename part, select the copy engine, press rename button, and right here you can delete the copy part and change lower to higher, higher, anti-aliasing, okay, and the name will be changed, and here it's changed too. When we go now to V-Ray, change the settings, we make it here a DMC, 100 in the subdivs, 10 minimum subdivs, go back to layer 1 with also the V-Ray render engine assigned, but a copy of that one. You see we still have the adaptive subdivision, and we have the standard default minimum rate, maximum rate. Go back to layer 3 and you will see there are still the values we changed. And so you can create render engines or same engines with different settings in the different layers. If you want to see now how it works, select all 3 layers, go to the render, and you'll see all 3 will be rendered with its individual engine. Right, this one is very slow because of its high settings. Soon it will be finished, but I will cancel that. Oh, it's finished already. And now we have the preview area, and right here you can render the previews. It doesn't matter whether you have assigned a single time output up here or range of frames. The preview area will always render the actual frame in the timeline down here, and You can change the size from 100 to 5%, let's say 30%. And when I now click preview for all three, they are rendered with their individual layer engines, and 3 windows will be opened and close them with the close button on the preview area altogether. When I now want to have quicker previews, I can assign one of the render engines to the preview area, for example a lower anti-aliasing right here, and then all previews will be made with this render engine. To show you that preview, and you see all 3 have been rendered with V-Ray. Again, we have those 3 windows. I can close them, back to layer 1 and decide I want to delete one of the render engines. I can choose it down here again. Let's say the higher anti-aliasing, press the delete button, and then I will get a window where I have to choose the render engine which will replace the deleted one in case there is still the render engine assigned to one of the layers. That was the case in this situation, so I take the scanline as replacement, say OK, and we'll see where we have here 2 scanline assigned because the one was replaced, and down here we have the lower anti-aliasing. Now I hope everything is clear about the management of the render engines, and we will see us in the next video. Bye.